Okay, we should be live. I had to set up, well, I set up reformatted my rig, so I'm not sure if the bitrate on the stream is right. It might be too pixelated today, but we'll get it figured out by tomorrow if it's broken. So, haven't had breakfast yet, but otherwise had a decent morning. I'm going to check out some quick stuff. You can check it out with me. Let's check NASDAQ. So we're going to open a new tab. Go to NASDAQ earnings calendar. Biggest market cap we have releasing earnings is 30 billion. Baker Hughes. 30 billion is not that much. So biggest earning play is quite small today, considering, I mean, 30 billion is pretty big, but consensus forecast 41. Let me see if this is even going to work. No, it's not going to work. The biggest companies are like, they're, what are they? They're hundreds of billions. And Microsoft's like 1 trillion, Apple's 1.7 trillion, right? So, okay, so no real earnings today. Let's check. Ooh, where's my shortcut for the briefing calendar? Just look it up. Do I not have uBlock Origin here? About 16 minutes until, let me add this. If you guys don't know, this is a pretty good extension for blocking ads. Anyway, let's see, today's the 23rd. I actually have nothing scheduled today. Leading indicators at 10 Eastern. So that's 30 minutes after the open. Looks like it should be a pretty slow day. All right, so let's get back to the platform. Yeah, hopefully it's not pixelated. I have a suspicion that I'm broadcasting at 720p right now, but hopefully not. Okay. This is the 5-minute. Let's look at the daily. Yeah, so we're still grinding up. I kind of expect a sideways or upward day, more grind. Starting to get a little bit of divergence. If we get a higher price than 754, 750s area, if we get up there, we close up there today. And then by tomorrow, the RSI is not higher, then that would show some divergence, right? It's showing a little bit now, but nothing significant. So, yeah, 12,260. Could be a rounded bottom. Could be more sideways. Hard to tell. No big earnings today. Big earnings tomorrow. Microsoft is coming out with earnings tomorrow. And then we have, I think, Apple next week. So today, I would think, is just going to be pretty slow. Oh, you know what? I don't think my I don't think my hotkeys are even set up. Let me see. Where do I even set them up? I forget. I'm gonna show the other screen because I don't want to. I don't want to show anything too sensitive. All right. Let's see. Just to make sure that these hotkeys are set. Okay, it looks like it's saved. Yeah, okay. Should work fine. So we got 10 minutes until the open. Should be pretty slow. Hourly shows like it topped already at 725 again. What was yesterday's high? Okay. 86. What's the high here? 759. Yeah, I don't know if I'll see any opportunities today. Let's see. I will keep it to less than 5 trades on the day as a disciplined plan for this week. I'm aiming for 5 trades or less every day. It looks like it may be trying to bounce off 75. That was a good touch, but really low volume here. Since the market's so slow today, I'm really contemplating just getting in for this trade right now. The hourly is showing an engulfing hourly to the downside, or it's making one right now, I guess. Previous hour low. What was the previous hour low? 84.5. So we're below that low. Let's try a little short play. We'll have a 5-point stop on this, because this is a chase trade, since we're getting short on the downside. Stop will be over 85s. Since the bottom of the day, the low of the day from yesterday was 84 something. So yeah, if we go over 85s, then I'll stop out. Let's make that a little more. There we go. No resistance on the bottom side. Okay, so that was one trade. We've lost about $10 or something like that. Not the end of the world, but oh, $16. Hmm. $250. Now it looks like it's showing resistance. I'll have a stop entry to the short side at 82.50. It looks like it's continuing. There's just not much economic data for today, so I expect a lot of noise. I'm not sure why I'm trying to trade with no volatility. Going up on low volume. Hawkish ECB comments lift euro. All right, so Eurozone's increasing rates. Yeah, I guess it does look. This article here says RTT News saying we might have an extension today. Yeah, it seems likely to me. We've definitely extended since, well, Friday. Yeah, Friday was kind of an extension here. And then, what is this? Sunday? Oh, that's right. Yeah, it opens like one on Sunday. Yeah, a bit of a continuation into resistance. And we've been grinding into resistance towards the upside since. So 75 buy was the play. Came down to, yeah, I got in at 78 and got out at 86. Didn't hold, which is good. Seems extended to the upside now on the bars, the range bars. Might be an engulfing 15 minutes, so we don't really know yet. Let's see. Hmm. Got a bunch of resistance here at 03s, 05s. Let's see. So, yeah, I suspect the open is going to be really, really light and choppy. Kind of want to get this under O's right now. Kind of glad I didn't. Looks like it might keep extending. Do we want to try a chase trade here? Approaching the top of the range. I want to see some confirmation before entering short. We're over the 70 RSI. So here we need to see a downward push, and then we can get in short. So far, pretty strong push though. 3 minutes until the open. Still going. Okay. Almost looked like I was going to post a red range. Not yet. I'm going to stop enter at 702.25. Yeah, it looks like we're continuing, so I'm going to get long. This is going to be a scalp long. It's a chase long, so it's really tight. RSI is really high, so this has to be kept pretty tight. About 40 seconds until the open. This is kind of our indication to get short. So I'm going to get short. I'm short 2. This is our third trade. Choppy morning, so really got to be careful. Market opens in 10 seconds. Looks like we're pumping a little bit. Really got to be tight with this though. Yeah, actually I should be getting short. I'm going to go ahead and get short. get 95s, we'll get out of one. Okay. And the other one we'll put down at 85s, or we'll just get stopped out. I think that was 5 trades already. Yeah, it was over 5. 36 down. Yeah, technically that was 5 trades. So I actually went through all 5 trades before the open. And didn't hold through this idea. Target on this short trade was closer to the lower Bolly bands. And I treated it like a scalp trade. I'll do one more trade. I'll do the one more trade rule. Basically, if I have a positive trade, then I keep trading. If it's negative, then I stop. And so far, it looks like it's negative. Let's see, that was an 80 touch. We're in from 90s. Okay, done for the day, unfortunately. Gained back what we made Friday and a little bit more, but done for the day. So the mistake I made today was, yeah, over trading. Probably have this a little too tight. 72 is a low, 71 is a low. This is a pretty strong candle down though. Done all my trades within the first 5 minutes. Between pre-market, getting in pre-market like this, I think coming off the weekend, just not good discipline. Did get long here at 90s, held down to, so yeah, here, although we touched the lower Bolly band, we didn't get under the 30 RSI. So I mean, the play is technically to wait until we get a close under the 30 RSI and then a reversal candle, which was here, which would have been a great spot. 71s. Yeah, I should have been watching the RSI, but yeah, I played it with a 10-point stop. If I had a 15-point stop, I still would have, I think I still would have been stopped out, so not an accurate enough trade. So this last trade, I think what happened was I think I was trying to force it because I was down 60 or down 40, and I wanted to change that really quick. So this was more or less a revenge trade. Entry on this one was good, just didn't hold it to target. I'm gonna go ahead and watch these next 27 minutes for screen time practice. Pretty slow morning, so let's watch the 5-minute here. Big dip. Wow. Uh, 1 minute into the close of this 5-minute bar. Whew. So today, like, we have one, like, today is a red day. I'm down 64 so far, or, well, I'm locking it in. I'm not going to trade anymore. But that negative 64 on the day can be made back with one good solid trade. Like, for instance, if I had held this properly to where I'm supposed to, then it would have been at least to 85, 83 area, which would have been 25 points with 2 contracts. 25 points with 2 contracts, I mean, that's, yeah. Let's see, that's like 50, it's like $100. 1,000 with minis, 100 with micros. Oh my god. I must have not slept well. I keep yawning. Where did we get down to there? 85 almost? 82 half. That was a good touch. Look at that bounce. Beautiful. Came down through 85s. Bounced at 70s. To 10s. down to 85s, up to 25s. But 85s usually go to 50s and higher than 25s. Yeah. It's interesting. The first couple minutes were kind of noisy. And now we're getting a little bit more conviction in the price action, or so it would seem. So that was basically the first minute that it just printed it really green. Engulfing minute bar. And now we're having an engulfing minute bar. No, it looks like it might be an inside bar. Interesting how symmetrical some of this stuff can be. Hmm. 290s. So far, it looks like a rejection, like an 85 bounce into a rejection. Unless we bounce off 90s now. I doubt it though. Usually when you get a rejection like that, it'll dip lower. Yeah, like this would be a good short play. Just as a ghost trade, I'm going to take this short. Let's assume I got in at 01s just now, short. And I'll have a stop at 12s. 10-point stop, which is pretty tight. Should probably make it 15 points. I'll have a stop at 16. That's a 15-point stop. And looks like we would have been hit or stopped out right there. I think, right? Yeah. So here RSI is climbing again over 70 area. I mean, look at this divergence play. Higher price, lower RSI. This is pretty bearish. Unless we just continue grinding. Whew. So we had a rejection back down to 87s. Now we're back up at 25s. I mean, this is the price action you would expect from no report and no earnings. Like more so sideways. Range bound stuff. So it might post a slightly higher high and go back and retest lows. There's a bit of an uptrend forming, right? Kind of a wedge on the 5 minute. Actually, that's the minute. 5 minute, this is only the second bar. Closing a pretty big engulfing bar here. 22s is the low. So I guess that wasn't a rejection, huh? Just a pullback. What was our indication that this was a pullback rather than a rejection? Let's see, let's look at the minute. I'm not sure if we had any indications here. Looking pretty green. Article headline was right about the extension of today so far. First hour bar is usually indicative of the day. I guess not really. '86s, '87 area. So here we had RSI move over RSI, and then we had some red bars. Yeah, so I would consider getting short here. Let's assume we took a short at 33s. And we're going to play for a touch of the lower Bollinger Band. $33. We could play a stop to like 51. No, that's somewhere. It's almost 20 points. That's pretty high. 33 short. We can have a stop at 51. Okay, 40s. So we'd be out of the money here. If we get 51s, we'd be stopped out. That RSI play wouldn't be working right now so far. I would add here 47. So the average would be like 40s now or 43s. Stopping out of both at 51. Five-minute RSI is definitely extended. Alright, we would have just been stopped out for both for like a $25 loss. So yeah, I'm glad I stopped trading. That RSI play wouldn't be working today, it would seem. These 85 bounces. Really interesting. I do want to get a lot done today. Maybe I should cut this session a little early. We would have been stopped out at 51, and now it's coming all the way back to, we'd be in the money now if we had made the stop 53. Pretty sideways stuff. Upward push, but what is this, like 50 points or so? Yeah, I guess maybe 60 points, 70 points. Good move so far. I mean, these range bars are shown divergence, but they're not to be believed. This was a divergence. This showed a little bit of divergence. This didn't show any. Maybe a little bit here. A little bit of divergence here. This is showing a lot. Wow. Almost 100 points from that low. I'm glad I didn't keep trading. I really would have compounded the loss today. So, good thing about today is I stuck to the discipline. Bad thing about today is, well, I stuck to the discipline as far as over trading. Except I did break it for this one last trade, and the stop was 13 points. Yeah. Great extension today. On low volume, too. I mean, actually, volume is kind of picking up. Looking good. And I would have kept trying to call a top here. So on these slow days, it would seem you just need to pick a direction and then just be really, really patient. And let it play out. Another place to try short here. Let's say we've got short at 80s. With the stop at 90. Yeah, stop over 90s. Okay, if we get over 90s, this will be stopped out, and I'll just start journaling. What do we got so far? 81s. Showing hesitation with the RSI way over, the range RSI way over 70. Huge uptrend, though, so far. Looks pretty cool. Oh my god, talk about boring price action. Jeez. Strong open on the day. So far seems like this is just going to trend up all day, but I'm not going to sit here and watch it. Yeah, so on the range bars, it's like divergence, divergence. Here we broke Yeah, there's no divergence here, and then here we totally broke it. You know, I would say it looks like it's going to continue just because almost looks like the RSI is resetting rather than changing trend. There's a trend line you can draw here. So kind of a good buying op, if anything. Yeah, I would have just gotten stopped out again for a short, so trying to call tops would have been really tough today, clearly. Had one short that I got out really early out of, and then the long that I had just needed a wider stop. Or my entry should have been better, is what should have happened. So I got in, the RSI wasn't, it was already pretty low. It was a bounce off 75s, yeah. It's not enough to know these psych levels and to know the market context as far as earnings and reports. Seems like I need a little bit more information to have better systematic trading. Okay, so let's just go ahead and journal this stuff. Beautiful uptrend this morning. Let's just export this stuff. And then let's also take a screenshot here. Okay. We've got our screenshot of the performance. We've got our trades. So let's switch over to Trader Group. We'll add the trades. Small down day, I mean, compared to previous days. Net down 64.10, that's accurate. Let me paste the screenshot into the Performance Center. And then let me get a screenshot of the chart. Wow. Let's do it like this. Hold on, I'm just getting a screenshot real quick. Cool. Woke up feeling okay. Did yoga and prepared by reviewing earnings reports, of which there are none of significance. Over trading discipline was, oh my gosh, can't spell today. At 5 trades, gave myself one extension buy with the one more trade rule, and that trade had a less than ideal entry to the long side and was stopped out right at the lows before a 100 plus point pump. Lesson of the day is to wait for ideal entry points rather than entering at average prices. Entering. Okay, that's good enough for today. So yeah, the one that, yeah, I'm gonna just notate on this. I should add an image to this too. It's still pumping. It's up at 820 now. That's a huge pump. Okay, so crazy how I can like put all my trades within 5 minutes. It's not good. Really got to practice holding for longer. All right, let's see if that worked. Yeah. Yeah, so I mean, should have seen a hold until we at least hit the lower RSI. This was a very early exit. Left a lot on the table by not waiting for a touch of the lower Bolly band. Bolly band? What else we got? Rushed entry. Did not wait for a under 30 RSI range bar reversal and ended up getting stopped out at lows. Pre-market trades on days with no reports or significant earnings should be avoided. Okay, that's it for today. I'm going to share this day. And let's just take a quick look at the account. Down probably, yeah, over 12 now net. Slightly lower. Oh, it looks like we're 200 lower? No, 24 lower. So since Thursday, we've lost $3. So we are kind of flattening the curve a little bit, but we need to start getting it going to the upside. So let's see, rest of the week, we got to focus on being green or at least have tiny, tiny days. So you see, at least, yeah, I need to post a solid green day, which happens occasionally, but yeah, holding my longs is important. I definitely get into this mindset of scarcity, and then I cut my winners short and let my winners or my losers run, which is the exact opposite mentality. Anyway, I'm going to post this day.